Hello, hello friends. I'm Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, double gold medalist in political science, working as reader. Today, present here with a nice video as well as very important video which relates with the Security Council of United Nations Organization. Today's video relates shows you about composition of Security Council, functions of Security Council, and causes of the decline of the Security Council of the U.N.O. So today's attention will be composition of Security Council, functions of Security Council, and causes for the declining or the diminishing nature of the Security Council. So far as this video is concerned, you will get a very useful informations, rare facts about the Security Council of the United Nations Organization. I think this video relating to Security Council will be useful to +2, +3, post-graduation and those students who are appearing competitive examinations. So now we'll start the composition of the Security Council. But my method is always a different type of method. My style of teaching is that always I present the answer in the second paragraph. In the first paragraph, always I place the importance of the topic. This is the peculiarity of my teaching. So, today we'll discuss first of all the composition of the Security Council. But before we discuss composition of the Security Council, we must know first of all a few lines about the importance of the Security Council, because it is the nature of a person that he always takes interest to know about a particular thing which has some significance. Anything or any matter which has no significance, no person takes interest to know about that. So, before we start composition of a Security Council, we must know a few lines about the importance of the Security Council. So, what importance Security Council has? According to renowned persons like Nikita Khrushchev and Kofi Annan, the object of the U.N.O is to protect the sovereignty or independence of all nations of the world, may be small or large, as well as protect human beings in this world. So according to both these scholars, U.N.O exists for the protection of nations and protection of human beings. But U.N.O will be effective at that time when its organs will be effective. Nowadays, U.N.O has 5 organs. But the most powerful, the most significant organ is the Security Council. Security Council of the UNO is the enforcing wing or the executive wing of the UNO. No doubt, General Assembly prepares the policy and laws, but these policies and laws will be valueless if it will be, unless it will be properly implemented. So, the implementing authority of the UNO is the Security Council. If the Security Council will execute policies of the General Assembly in a better way, then there will be name and fame of the United Nations organization. If the Security Council will be unable to execute policies of the UNO, then the UNO will face the same consequences which League of Nations failed or faced once upon a time in the past. So the name and fame of UNO depend on Security Council. So Security Council is a major organ of UNO. Now we'll discuss the second paragraph, how Security Council is composed. On 24th October 1945, UNO came into existence. From 24th October 1945 to 31st August 1965, Security Council had 5 permanent members and 6 NP, 6 non-permanent members. So prior to 31st August 1965, Security Council had 11 members, 5 permanent and 6 non-permanent. So 5 permanent members were America, Russia, Britain, France and China. At the time there were 5 permanent members, which I told you names of 5 nations, and there were 6 non-permanent members, and the term of non-permanent members at the time were 2 years. So total strength of Security Council was 11. But on 17th December 1963, there was an amendment about the non-permanent members of Security Council. The amendment was made on 17th December 1963, and the amendment came into force on 31st August 1965. On the basis of this amendment, the strength of non-permanent members of Security Council has been raised to 10. But the strength of permanent members remains as it is. So till now, at present, the strength of the Security Council is 5 permanent members, 5P and 10 NP, 10 non-permanent members. So now the strength of Security Council is 15. Till today, the strength of Security Council is 15. 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. But the tenure of non-permanent members is 2 years. But while non-permanent members are elected, 2 things are taken into consideration. Number 1, the role of a nation or the contribution of a nation for the UNO or world peace, it is considered, plus the geographical factor will be considered. It means whenever any non-foreign members will be elected, two things will be taken into account. Number one, a nation's contribution for the U.N.O. as well as its contribution for the world peace. Again, the geographical area will also be considered, because out of 10 non-foreign members, 5 non-foreign members will be elected from Asia and Africa, 2 from Western Europe, 2 from Asia, 2 from Asia and Africa, 5 from Asia and Africa, 2 from Western Europe, and 2 from Latin America, and 1 from Eastern Europe. So out of non-foreign members, 5 non-foreign members are elected from the Asia and Africa, AA, A for Asia and A for Africa, and 2 from Western Europe, and 2 from Latin America, Latin America, Latin America, and 1 from Eastern Europe. So this is all about the composition of Security Council. Again, the Security Council, members of Security Council, which is 15, these members will elect from among themselves a president for 1 month. And the office of the president rotates among the members alphabetically. Okay? Again, in the Security Council, there are 2 types of matters. One is the substantive matters, other one is the procedural matters. Whenever any decision will be taken on substantive matters or very important matters, the minimum vote in the Security Council must be, the minimum vote in the Security Council must be 5 plus 4, 9. It means whenever any decision will be taken on substantive matters or very important matters, out of 15 members of Security Council, 9 members of Security Council must support, and among these 9 members, there must be support of 5 foreign members. Okay, out of 9 members, there must be support of 5 foreign members. If 1 foreign member will not give vote, a decision in the substantive matter cannot be taken. Again, so far as the procedural matters is concerned, not much important. Out of 15 members of Security Council, the support of 9 members of Security Council is necessary. Even if out of 9, out of 5 foreign members, 1 or 2 may not vote. It means on procedural matters, out of 15 members of Security Council, support of 9 members of Security Council is necessary. But out of 9, there may not be 5 permanent members of Security Council, or 1 or 2 foreign members of Security Council. If will not support, it will not matter. So in substantive matters, out of 9 minimum members of Security Council, support of 5 foreign members must be necessary. But in procedural matters, support of 5 foreign members may not be necessary. So these are all about the voting procedure of the Security Council. Again, in the Security Council, there are 3 committees. One is the Committee on Experts, other one is the Committee on Administration of New Members, other one is the Committee to hold meeting outside headquarters. There are 3 major committees of the Security Council. Now, one is the Committee on Experts, dealing with rules and procedures of Security Council. It was established in 1946. The function of this committee is to see or is to observe the rules and regulations as well as procedures of the Security Council. The function of this committee on experts, it deals only with the rules and procedures of the Security Council. Second one is the committee on admission of new members. Whenever any new member will be given admission in the Security Council, whether that nation will be given members in Security Council or not, it is the function of, or it is the responsibility of the committee on admission of new members. It may recommend the name of a new country, or it may deny to recommend the name of a country to take the admission of the U.N.O. Because in the past the Security Council denied to recommend the name of 3 nations like Albania, Bulgaria and Romania to become members of U.N.O. Because only Security Council will recommend the name of a country for the new membership of U.N.O. That country cannot become member of U.N.O. So the recommendation of Security Council is necessary, and the work of recommendation is entrusted with the Committee on Admission of New Members. Again, there is another committee which is known as Committee to Hold Meetings Outside the Headquarters. It means Security Council will hold its meeting in Newark. Its headquarters, the headquarters of Security Council is Newark. But sometime it will hold its meeting outside Newark. So whether it will hold meeting outside the headquarters, to look after that, there is also a committee. Committee to hold meeting outside headquarters. Because in the past, Security Council had held its meeting in Addis Ababa in 1972, which was in Ethiopia, and in 1974 it had held its meeting in Panama City, in Panama. Again in Geneva it had held its meeting in 1990, which was in Switzerland. Again in 2004 the meeting of Security Council was held in Nairobi, which is in Kenya. So it is the duty of this committee to look after whether the meeting of the Security Council will be held outside the headquarters or not. So this is all about the composition of the Security Council. Now we'll see what functions are entrusted or what duties are given to the Security Council. It has various important functions. The most important function of the Security Council is enforcing decision of General Assembly. The first function of the Security Council is to enforce the decision of the General Assembly. General Assembly's duty is to frame policy. But how this policy will be implemented or will be executed, it is the responsibility of the Security Council. Number 2, maintain peace and security in world. Another duty of Security Council to see how in the world peace will be maintained, or there will be guarantee of world tranquility. So it is the responsibility of Security Council to look after peace in the world. Not only it will see how peace will be maintained, but it will take some steps to maintain world peace. Number 3, settle international disputes peacefully by mediation, sending representatives under chapter 6. It means whenever world peace will be in problem or the stability in the world peace will be in danger, first of all the Security Council under chapter 6 of the U.N.O Charter will try to solve the matter peacefully. It may mediate the disputes, it may send some envoy or representative to solve the matter, or it may request them, the nation, those who are involved in tussles, to solve their problem amicably. If by peaceful efforts the problem will not be solved, under Article 41 of the Chapter 7 of the U.N.O Charter, the Security Council will put trade restrictions on those nations, will take steps to cut diplomatic relations with those countries, and it may put some restrictions on its important export. So, in order to maintain peace, the Security Council may put some restrictions in trade or in diplomatic affairs or in the field of supplying of essential commodities. If again the problem will not be solved, under Article 42 of the Chapter 7, the Security Council has the power to send combined military force to that area to rehabilitate peace. In 1950, when there was a Korean War, North Korea attacked South Korea. In order to maintain peace, U.N.O had sent a combined force under the leadership of United America to help South Korean forces. And at the time, America was given the leadership, and America used aircrafts and bombers in support of South Korea. Then, another function of Security Council is to recommend name for the new membership. Another function of Security Council is to recommend the name of a country to take the membership of the UN. For example, a country is interested to take the membership of the UN. So, the name of that country must be recommended by the Security Council to the General Assembly. Otherwise, that country cannot become membership of U.N.O. So, it is the function of the Security Council to recommend the name of a country for the membership of the U.N.O. If it will not recommend the name of a country, that country cannot take the membership of the U.N.O. In the past, Security Council denied to recommend the name of Albania, Bulgaria and Romania to take the membership of UN. So Security Council has also power to deny, to recommend the name of a country to the General Assembly for the membership of the UN. Again, recommend name of Secretary General to General Assembly. Whenever for the United Nations organization, Secretary General will have to be elected. The name of that Secretary General will have to be recommended by the Security Council to the General Assembly. If the Security Council will not recommend the name of a Secretary General to the General Assembly, then that person will not be eligible for the office of General Secretary or Secretary General. Another function of the Security Council is to recommend name of judges of ICJ to General Assembly. Again, it is the duty of Security Council to recommend the name of judges of International Court of Justice to the General Assembly. If it will not recommend the name of judges of ICJ to the General Assembly, the judges will not be eligible for to become judge for the International Court of Justice. Then provide security to weak states. In the world, there are some powerful countries and there are some weaker countries. It is the function of the Security Council to protect weaker countries from the influence of powerful nations. So these are all important functions of the Security Council. Now we'll see day by day the power of Security Council is declining. There are three major reasons for which power of Security Council is declining. Number one is the Unity of Peace Resolution 950. Prior to 3rd November 1950, the Security Council was the only organ which had the responsibility to maintain world peace. But on 3rd November 1950, a resolution was passed in the General Assembly, and in the resolution it was mentioned that if the Security Council will fail to maintain world peace, then General Assembly will try to maintain world peace. Means on the basis of a resolution passed on 3rd November 1950, General Assembly has been given power or was given power to maintain world peace where Security Council will fail. So by this, the monopoly of the Security Council to maintain world peace was no more found. The second factor was the growth of organizations like, second point, factor which was responsible for the declining of Security Council was the growth of Afro-Asian nations. There was a time when independent countries in the world were limited. So at that time, Security Council was powerful. But with the independence of more and more African and Asian nations, these independent nations of Africa and Asia, they started to give more importance to the General Assembly, because the membership of Security Council was limited. It is confined to only 15. But major nations were the members of the General Assembly. So major nations, mainly more and more independent nations of Asia and Africa, they started to give more importance to General Assembly because they were members of the General Assembly. So it was another factor for the decreasing importance of the Security Council. Third factor was the growth of various organizations, various groups like NATO, U.N.O, ANZUS, Warsaw, Centro Pact. There was a time when Security Council was the only organ to maintain world peace. But with the growth of various organizations like NATO, U.N.O, Centro, ANZUS, Warsaw, these organizations also more or less try to solve various disputes in the regional level and were also successful. So when these organizations like NATO, CIATO, CENTO and NGOs and Warsaw Pact, they were capable to solve disputes in the regional and international level, then there was no need for the role of Security Council. So the importance of Security Council was diminished due to mainly three factors. So in this video we have discussed how Security Council is composed, what are its functions, and how Security Council is declining day by day. So in this video I have given you, to my beloved students, various rare data, informative facts. I think my students will get a lot of benefit from this video if they will watch this video attentively. So I think this video will be very much useful to plus 2, plus 3, post graduation, those students who are appearing competitive examinations. So if you like this video, you will get in future more valuable videos which will be useful to students. I am only working hard for the students. Benefit will not be more to me. Benefit will be for my beloved students. Okay, my students? Thank you to all. Again, we will be here in another video. Thank you to my students, my friends. Okay, bye. Smile please. Thank you. Goodbye.